Broadcasting live from the Central Coast, you are joining The Clutch.
Feels so good. Oh, yeah.
It's so good to be back.
We are back. Well, we are not back as in the live sense, but we are here, arriving for the first time on a live broadcast.
I know it's real because we paid for it.
We paid a lot of money for this, and we're making a lot of money, or we're hoping to, but that's for the future. Right now, welcome to The Clutch from San Luis Obispo, California. It's currently very cloudy outside, but it's bright and cheery inside. Alex Klepper, Ben Fletcher. Ben, how you doing tonight?
Oh my gosh. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
We got NFL, we got MLB, we got a professional sports analyst joining us a little later.
Mark Willard.
I'm so excited to be here. So excited to get going, finally start this out. It is my senior project, this little thing we're working on here, and we're just going to make some magic happen, and here it comes.
Yep. That's very true. A lot of stuff going on right now in the sports world, Ben. We got Thursday Night Football currently ongoing. We have the Cleveland Indians trying to go for win number 22.
Doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good, although they have some magic up their sleeve, as they have shown.
I don't know if they know how to play from behind. They haven't been losing in 21 games.
That's true. I think they only trailed for 4 innings in
something
that
like
stretch.
that.
It's currently bottom of the 9th. They're down by 1 to the Royals at home.
I'm
we'll see what happens.
keeping a side eye on it. I got it going on my computer.
Yeah,
here.
you got the WAS two screens going on. You got the computer, and then we got the TV here on the Houston Texans and Cincinnati Bengals, which is currently at halftime. We saw a great run by Deshaun Watson.
And we saw him get lit up on his 22nd birthday.
Yeah, but then he responded with that big run. So.
It might have been the biggest hit on a quarterback I've seen this season.
Yeah. There were some hits first week that would make you cringe. So maybe we'll talk about some of that as we go on. But we're going to talk some NFL later, because when Mark Willard comes on, which is coming up later in the show, we will talk NFL. We'll talk MLB, obviously, and we're going to talk some NCAA football. I need to get in, my Cal Poly. We're all Cal Poly-ers here.
I don't know if
Mustangs.
these people who are listening, our lovely listeners, know what your side hustle is.
I have many a side hustle.
Let's give it a hear. What is it?
One of my side hustles is the Cal Poly Mustangs football color commentator / analyst on the radio. So been doing that so far with Chris Sylvester. It's been a lot of fun. The Mustangs are 0-3, but it's been a lot of fun.
We got to get Chris on the show.
We got Chris. We tried to get Chris on the show. Currently, Chris is, he says he's sick, although I'm sure he's probably on some yacht somewhere over just leaving Long Beach. He could be in Long Island. Who knows? He's a jet setter, that's for sure. I know when we go to Southern Utah.
Oh, Cleveland's got a man on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Update.
1 out, runner on first.
When we go to Southern Utah, Chris is actually planning his trip around a trip to Vegas. So that's kind of a guy I'm sticking with. And Chris, hopefully we can get many more Vegas trips, the two of us, and maybe some others in the future. Ben, you down? Down for some Vegas?
I was built for Vegas. I'm always down.
Yeah, I remember. I would like to see what that means in person, because when you say I'm built for Vegas, I'm picturing a few different things. So
Vegas Ben is very different from San Luis Obispo Ben.
So you're just kind of like a mild-mannered. You're just like, hey guys, do we really need to go out? It's past 8 o'clock.
I will be on the Pai Gow table until you go home.
You need to teach me how to play Pai Gow. That's the first lesson before we go to Vegas.
Oh yeah, free drinks are coming at you the whole time. You really don't lose or win, but it's fun.
Well, that sounds like a ball, Ben. So we'll do that. We'll talk Triple G and Canelo coming up this weekend. For all the pugilists out there, I'm going to talk some boxing. Big middleweight matchup this Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm going to be here at the radio station doing the Giants game, although I love doing that.
Yeah.
Although the Giants stink this year. And hopefully we'll be able to watch that Triple G Canelo fight. And then I want to talk about my man, John Jones, although he may not be my man anymore, because John Jones does some dumb things.
Well, on our rundown, wait, are we allowed to curse on this?
I believe so.
On our rundown, our headline was, John Jones is a dumbass.
It's true. He is a dumbass. And John, come on, buddy. Let's stop with all the shenanigans, and let's get to actual fighting. But we'll talk about that later tonight. First off, Ben, do we have any more updates from the Cleveland Indians?
Scores 2-1, bottom 9, runner on first, 1 out, 1-0 count.
I think Ben just put in his application for the Cleveland Indians play-by-play job there. The Indians, they're going for 22 in a row tonight. Their 22nd win in a row. They have won 21 in a row, obviously, if you can count. Good job.
So before we go any further, what's your take? Is that a record, or is it the Giants?
My take is that I'm very upset because they took something away from my Oakland Athletics. That's the thing that I had my
the one thing in the last 10 years you can hang your hat on, or more than 10 years, but
15 years, yes. Literally since like my fandom for the Oakland A's started, it was right around there. And if you want to call 12-year-old me a bandwagoner, then so be it. But I was from Sacramento, so it's not like I was too much of a bandwagoner. I wasn't picking Philadelphia Phillies or something. So I'm very upset about that. The main thing, I mean, okay, so if we're going against them or the 1916 New York Giants, who went 25-0-1, because they tied once. When did they get rid of ties in Major League Baseball? Because I didn't even know they had. I mean, I know they had ties in the All-Star game, but I didn't know besides that you could tie. So I wonder, maybe we'll have our crack research crew
over 100 years ago. But I mean, what you got to look at is a tie is kissing your sister, as the phrase goes, and kissing your sister does not amount to a win.
There was a lot of kissing sisters last year in the NFL. Was there 2 ties last year in the NFL?
Gross.
You're the one who said it.
Yeah, there was. But do you think that qualifies for a win streak when you tie one? Because I don't personally. And I'm a Giants fan, not a New York Giants fan, but a San Francisco Giants fan.
There's two separate categories. There's a win streak and there's an unbeaten streak. So I think right now the Indians are tied with the 1935 Cubs for the longest winning streak ever. And if you want to, clarify that as the unbeaten streak, then no, they're not the leaders in the unbeaten streak. But I think the main thing that people are looking for is the win streak. I mean, yes, like soccer, the Premier League. If you're talking like unbeaten streaks, like if they go 20 matches unbeaten, I think Real Madrid last year had a huge long unbeaten streak, but they had like 5 ties in there. So that's kind of its own thing. If you were to win all those games, it's definitely a bigger accomplishment. So obviously with no ties, although I might have liked a tie a couple of nights ago in the Giants-Dodgers game, considering it started started at 10:50, and I was here at the radio station till about 2:30 doing that game, so that was fun.
Quick update.
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor, last hitter, 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first.
Okay, we're
against Kelvin Herrera.
Going live to the play-by-play
mode.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I would like to see Cleveland extend it because I'm a big fan of what they've been doing, and especially Francisco Lindor. The guy's been ridiculous in the last 22, 21 games.
Yeah.
And it is over.
Oh, it's over.
Wait. Oh, not over.
No, it's not over.
Hit off the wall. I thought it was going to be a catch. And run comes in to score. And it's tied.
Okay. Ben just lost his play-by-play job.
I thought it was a pop-out. It went off the wall. Francisco Lindor. Oh, my goodness. And Cleveland is going nuts. The stands are emphatic.
Man, now I kind of wish I was watching it. I'm upset.
Tilt?
There we go. Yeah, I can see the upper right portion of the screen. I can see someone clapping. Oh, yeah, this is wonderful.
That is incredible. Never say die, Cleveland Indians.
That call kind of reminds me of the call that Chris Sylvester had, the Cal Poly Northern Iowa game on this Saturday when 5 seconds left. Kyle Lewis got a bomb from Khalil Jenkins. If you're not tuned in, maybe you should next time, huh? But yeah, exciting job. So tied at 2-2.
Yeah, I have no clue who's coming up, but Kelvin Herrera just blew another save. He was on my fantasy baseball team, and I had a lot of those this year. He had a 108 ERA in one game.
Wow.
I don't even know how that happens.
So he had...
I'm pretty sure he...
11, so that's 11 earned runs in one inning. So maybe... I don't know. I don't know how that works out.
It was less than 2 outs, so there was 1 out. I think he only got 1 out, and that was... But so whatever, here and there.
Yeah. Okay.
Other MLB news, we'll come back to you when Cleveland maybe wins.
So obviously some of the numbers during that streak are ridiculous. The Cleveland Indians starters during the 21-game streak have an ERA of 1.70. I believe they're 19-0, which obviously that O is going to be there, but they have 19 wins, so they have just got out early and held that lead. Their run differential is plus 104 for a 21 game stretch. I mean, that's better.
Unfathomable.
That's better than I think
any win streak ever.
25 of the teams in Major League Baseball. None of them have over 100 run differentials. They are 139 to 35. Maybe the most not alarming, but the most highlighted stat. So they've given up those 35 runs to the opposition. During that same time, they have hit 40 home runs. So they've hit more home runs than they've given up runs in the last 21 games.
Tonight's game is going to extras.
Oh,
it's ground out.
All right, here we go. I wish I could watch it.
The other thing about the Cleveland Indians is the personnel who's stepping up. In last night's game, I don't know if anyone watched, but their backup catcher hits the home run to put the game away, give them the insurance run. And obviously, yes, Francisco Lindor has been so incredible, but these guys, no one on the team except one person, I don't remember who it is, has played every single game during this stretch.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Francisco Lindor, who's their best player. It's unfathomable how they're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the all-around numbers for their hitters. Jose Ramirez is their leader in OPS at 929. They have a couple bench guys around the upper 80s, 900s in OPS. And you have Edwin Encarnacion, the newest addition to the Cleveland Indians, hitting 34 home runs with an 8.6 OPS. Carlos Santana. That was my interpretation of the Smooth song. I'm sorry. We'll get that. Maybe we'll get that during one of the breaks.
Let's not do that again.
Now I'm trailing Rob Thomas. Maybe when we come back from break, I'll sing a little Smooth. Francisco Lindor has been awesome as well. I mean, he's like their number 8 hitter in OPS, and he has an 844 OPS. He's hit 30 home runs. Has how many stolen bases? Where do they not have stolen? They don't have stolen bases in the little graphic, so I can't give you that. But he has 37 doubles. He's hitting 277, playing some great defense. So, and I mean, that's just their batting. Their pitching has been absolutely, out of this world. Corey Kluber, I think he's pretty much a lock to be the Cy Young now. I mean, even with Chris Sale in there having a great year that he's had, and some other great performances, Corey Kluber, he is now 16-4 with a 2.44 ERA and a WHIP of .87. Any WHIP that's like under 1.1 for a starting pitcher is pretty insane. So the fact that he's under 0.9 is just ridiculously insane. He's striking out almost 12 batters for 9 innings. So I mean, this is a
Cleveland's 17 and a half games up.
Yeah,
they weren't a little bit ago. It was a close race between them and the Royals, and then all of a sudden,
so they're 4 games away from clinching the AL Central. Their magic number is at 4. Corey Kluber, he was a guy that wasn't there for the Cleveland Indians last season when they made it to the World Series. He was injured. They had, I believe, their top 2 pitchers were out for the entire World Series, being Corey Kluber and Carlos Carrasco, and now these guys are added to pretty much a team that was similar from last year, but adding Edwin Encarnacion on the offensive end. They seem like a lock for the World Series right now, but Ben, if you were to prognosticate, remember, this is the same guy who about a month ago, maybe a little bit more,
this up.
He guaranteed the Dodgers were going, ow!
Guarantee is a tough word.
Sorry to...
Alex just stubbed his toe.
No, I just, look at, this guy just landed right in his head.
I know, I saw it. Oh, okay. It's Giovanni Bernard.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't pay him. I hope you're okay, Giovanni. That looked injurious and painful. So if you were to prognosticate, Ben, would you guarantee the Cleveland Indians are going to make it to the World Series again?
There's no guarantees in baseball, especially October baseball. Like,
tried.
There's nothing. The stinking Giants won 3 of 5 World Series, and they were not picked to win any of them. It's just, the playoff baseball is the most unpredictable sport, in my opinion. Maybe other than hockey. Hockey's always insane. But of the 3 major sports, baseball, no way you can know.
I just got a text from Chris Sylvester, who alerted me that our show name right now is currently Test 2.
Oh,
so
this is your job, producer. Come on,
someone's getting fired over this.
There's only 2 guys.
Well, Bill's helper.
We'll fire Mark Willard.
Yeah, Mark. This will be Mark's last show. He doesn't know this, but it will be his last show. He screwed up big time. The Cleveland Indians. Any updates, Ben, from the Cleveland Indian Watch?
It's on a different tab. Come on. Let's see. Oh, they just made a nice catch at the wall. They're not having.
I don't know
a
why
score.
I'm singing the